I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Michelle Cameron. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Well, it's a great pleasure to connect with you. Please do tell us what part of the world are you in right now?
I am in New Jersey, USA.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
Well, actually, I was referred to you by someone that you're connected to. She saw that I write books and I've published a few books, and she thought it would be good for me to connect with you.
Ooh, so you're an author.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Tell us about your books, please.
Okay, so they're self-help books. The first one is it tells about my story. I'm originally from the island of Jamaica, and it talks about my life there and transition to the U.S., etc. That one, it's my life and I live here, one woman's story, and that was my first. It came out 7 years ago. And another one, it was a book written to help singles. So, different aspects of a single person's life, what they should be focusing on as they prepare themselves, should they want to marry, what to do. And that one is I'm single now, 13 steps on how to live single and free. And then there's another one for those who are interested in finding their purpose, the power of purpose, living your destiny. And my latest one that was released this year is Write That Book, Tips for New Authors.
So who did you learn the skill of writing from?
Well, I probably inherited it. My mother was a teacher, an English teacher. So I think some of it was inherited. But I think, too, because I just have a love for words, it just kind of flowed over time. So
Now, at what age did you move from Jamaica to the U.S.?
I was 16.
Wow, your accent is impeccable. Do you ever switch from...
Yeah, it happens. If
All
I'm
right.
really upset or something, it'll come out.
All right. That's fair. So, why will you continue to repeat the skill of being a writer?
Well, why would I? I think because I get a lot of satisfaction from it. And there's a lot of people who have read my books and would like to see me write more books. So I'll be doing it for a while.
That's great. Now, where's the best place for people to connect with you and your work?
Okay, my website is Michelle G, as in Grace, Cameron .com. So it's michellегcameron.com, and you can also find my books on Amazon as well.
All right. And what's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
Okay, so one thing I've done consistently over the last 3 years was to encourage people. That's something I have a passion for. I usually use social media as my way to do that. So that's one
Now,
of the
I'm
things.
adding you on social media. Facebook, is it? Do I do
Yes,
Facebook? And I get
yes,
encouraged daily.
I try.
That's wonderful. How does it make you feel encouraging others or even seeing the results of that?
I usually feel very excited about that because it's good to see when you say something to someone, it actually uplifts them, it helps them probably even make a really good decision and things like that. So I like it.
Why would you suggest other people do that? Encourage others.
I would say it's good to encourage others because in turn, you also get uplifted as you do that.
I definitely believe that. I've spent some time or invested some time encouraging others, and I must say the return has been 1,000 times over. Individuals need some type of encouragement and at key times. And I do hope that this conversation is an encouragement to even you now, being the person who is always encouraging, that I can
Yes.
encourage you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it has.
Well, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water.
Yes.
Michelle, what is your earliest childhood memory?
I was just thinking about that. I think it was watching Sesame Street, and I was very little. I don't even think I was a year old yet.
Wow, why do you think
Yeah.
that memory is so clear?
Um, I think I fell in love with the characters, Cookie Monster, Big Bird, and all of that. And it was very animated, of course, at the time. So I, I think that was probably what it was.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Oh, that's a good question. I, I'm a visual learner to some degree. And I think that's probably my earliest, why I remember that so clearly. It's probably how I was learning things at the time. And it's still, to today, that's how I learn quickly.
Do you still like Sesame Street?
I haven't watched Sesame Street in how long? I don't
Because
know.
it's all about Elmo now, though. It's all
Yeah.
it's all about Elmo. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. All right. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
I think it was Thriller. I believe it was Thriller.
Or were you in the U.S. at that time?
No,
you
no,
were in
no.
Jamaica.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
All right. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
Michelle, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
That's a good question. I am working on my son. I have a son. He's a teen. He's in high school, and I'm trying to impart to him certain principles, things that I have learned over the years. We'll see how that goes.
Are you married?
No, not right now. I was in the past.
So you have one son.
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
Or about 3 hours a week?
No, it's more like an hour a week.
Wow. What about screen time? The phone and the computer. Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
It's going to be more because I work mostly on the computer too. So, yeah.
All right. Michelle, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
I look at life in a way where there's so many things going on. Sometimes we get stuck in a rut. My favorite saying is nothing lasts forever except eternity. Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's my original saying. Nothing lasts forever except eternity.
If you had to break that down. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so it means anything that we're dealing with, many times we're challenged, different things come up and we're disappointed or discouraged or frustrated. Just know that it will come to pass. So that's basically, yeah.
Love it. Love it. Did you come up with that most recently? Is that something you had with you for a while now?
No, that's been with me for a while.
There we go. All right, my friend. Well, Michelle, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Well, you can connect with me, as I mentioned earlier, at michellegcameron.com. And as I mentioned before, I'm an author, but I'm also an editor and a speaker. So I'm looking forward to connecting with whoever is listening to this podcast or recording.
There we go. Well, Michelle G. Cameron, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.